Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Zelkenon. I'm bringing you another Smite super builds. Almost forgot what this was. So this is Thor. I don't believe I've done a Thor videos before, so I figured I'd do one. This is more for more of assassin, I say, more of a full damage. We have a couple of defense items we see there, but that helps us out. So let's go on to the items. Yeah. So active wise, this varies what you're doing. If you're doing jungle Thor, obviously you will start off Bumba's Mask, and you have Hand of Gods, and you get Physical Might Potion. That is the staple for junglers of all. Except if you're a mage, you get the Magical Potion. But and if you're Thanatos, you would not get Bumba's Mask, you get Death Soul. But that's for nothing else. That's something else. So actives, you can get Sprint for chasing, or Creep and Curse for slowing down. Actives really vary on how you play and who you're playing against. But items wise, as you can see, most assassins, they get Ninja Tebe. I don't really feel that way for Thor. My personal preference is Warrior Tebe. I try to get the most damage out of Thor, so I go ahead and go Penetration. And speaking of penetration, I follow with Focus Void Blade. I was about to say Void Stone, but this offers more protection, power, and penetration. So it's a really great item. I use this on pretty much all my physical characters, and all my magical always had the Void Stone. This Void in general is just a really great item to have in all your builds, almost all your builds. So we have that. Next, for that cooldown reduction, since we don't have Ninja, we get Jotun's Wrath. Main reason is high power and high cooldown reduction. Yeah, it gives us 11 penetration. That caps our penetration out at 50. So that's really good. And it gives us a little bit more mana to help complement that cooldown reduction, so we can use more abilities much easier. Next, we have Runic Shield. Main reason, without this, you have like 48-ish magical defense, and that's really nothing. So you need at least one magical defense item, unless if you're really good at getting out, get a kill, and leaving, or you have really good support from your team. If that's the case, you don't really need this. You can probably get another damage item, like Blood Forge, if you want, or something else. So, but I personally like to get this since it brings my magical defense way up and gives me that little bit more power and a great HP 5 to help sustain. We have Malice, main reason because we're following with Deathbringer. This gives a decent power, but mainly that crit strike chance is really nice, and it boosts our attack speed up. So our attack speed is now 1.5, so it is fairly nice. Not too bad. And Deathbringer to top it all off with the high power and great passive and more strike chance, allowing for your basics to do crazy damage and complement to your abilities. Now the thing with Thor, it kind of depends on how your playstyle. If you depend more on your abilities, obviously your abilities do not crit, so you don't need the crit strike items. If you rely strictly on your abilities most of the time, and that's fine, go ahead and try to get the most physical power as you can get, since that will increase your abilities. So for the most power, you could probably get Brawlers if you don't have one of these physical penetration items. Probably Shin's Size. It's a really good item right here. Not too bad at all. Blood Forge. It's more of a different type of assassin style, but it works really well. I have Retaliation. You can kind of explore with this a little bit yourself. I haven't done too much testing with this. It is a little pricey, but it offers really great stats, especially with the passive. But still on the power topic, you can get Hydras. This is really nice because it's a crazy amount of power, and you get more CDR on top of your Jones Wrath if you still want to keep that with this item. So that's up to you. But let's go and get our potions. Sorry, and let's go get red. See if we can create about 700-ish. 693. Since Thor does not have a hit progression, that's why our damage is a little bit lower compared to some other gods. So now with red, our attack is up to 234, and keep in mind this is of a cap of 40, so physical power scales differently from magical. As you can see, we get a lot higher magical power numbers compared to physical. If you ever wonder that, it's because of this, they scale differently. And then we can also see our penetration is full. Our chance of critting is 60%, which is fairly good. Okay, so now we have red. Let's go ahead and do some damage. Ep.36 on Gold Fury. Really nice. Oh, I also forgot to mention, as you can see, our defense is fairly good at 122 physical defense and 108 magical defense. Also forgot to bring up, you can see our HP is a little low. It's getting home to 2,000. But if you need more HP, wrong button. We can go ahead and switch that item out for Anka the Bear if you want, if you're fighting quite a few physical gods or goddesses. And this also gives you more power with the passive, so it's not too bad of an item. It's really good, especially for warriors, but you can also get this for Thor. And also keep in mind, you may think our number is low for our physical power, but our passive, Warrior's Madness, Thor gains physical power for each enemy god within 30 units of him, and it's 15 per stack. So that's quite a lot. We get 45 power if we're near 3 enemies. This works really well because if you ulti into a team fight, boom, you have extra power, and there you go. There's your missing power. So just keep that in mind. Back on the topic of HP, you can get Ankh if you're fighting a healer or two, and they're really annoying. If you're fighting Hell, I would recommend Pestilence, and this will take in place of your shield. This slot item, I guess I can say, this can be your more magical defense / HP slot. Also, High the Urchin is not too bad at all. This will gain you the physical and magical protection, also offering you HP and mana, and it also stacks the stack items, so I would probably get this as your 3rd item. And of course, you can always get Mystical Mark or Sovereignty. But then we have too much physical as this current build in place of shield, so just keep that in mind. So those are some recommended items. Frostbound Hammer is not too bad at all, really. This could also work really well. So yeah, so get our physical might potion on 210. Let's go ahead and get our red. I like Spike though. 743 hits on that. Now we have red. Elixir, 312. Let's go ahead and ulti into Raw. This is not okay. I totally misjudged that. So now we see right above our HP bar we have our passive. So now we have an additional 15 power. 1,000 crits. That is really nice crits for Thor. So that is it for this build. I hope this helps you guys out with Thor. If you have any other suggestions or comments, concerns of anything else, let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching.